Welcome back to another cult horror review. I've decided to review the very first of the Corman Poe movies, as they're called, with House of Usher. And guess what? It's actually a good flick. I know that's hard to believe since several of his films are featured on the bad movie reviews of my channel. I've been known to be quite harsh with Roger Corman, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But House of Usher was his first very big breakthrough, commercially and critically speaking. It was so successful that it sprung a series of horror movies based off other Poe stories, others that I liked like The Pit and the Pendulum or The Raven. But just before we get going, if there's a cult horror movie you'd like me to review, just leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to never miss out on another bad movie review every Friday and cult horror review every Tuesday. So, as I was saying, House of Usher is the first film by Roger Corman to have a sizable budget. It was distributed by American International Pictures, a studio which mostly focused on producing cheap B-movies. But when they found out that the demand for this type of film was declining, the studio decided to take a risk and make this more expensive horror movie in color. While it takes a few liberties from the original material, this movie bases itself off of Edgar Allan Poe's short story about a young man named Philip who arrives at the desolate house of his fiancé. But very soon there's a strange turn of events as he meets the very disturbed fiancé's brother. He first forbids Philip to see his sister, and then forbids her by every means of leaving this house. Falling chandeliers, skeletons coming out of a casket, a very eerie atmosphere, a centuries-old family curse, and a big sense of mystery are all mixed in to make for a good movie. But as it's a custom here, I won't say anymore because you guys are gonna want to see it. I like the very gothic look, the very gloomy and dark house, the lightning, the 19th century setting. From the beginning, House of Usher gives the audience the feeling that, just like a character from another Roger Corman movie would have said,
"Something in the air is wrong."
It makes us wonder if Usher isn't just losing his mind, or if something even more sinister is actually happening. Apparently, at the beginning, when Phillips is riding over to the house on his horse, the dead-looking landscape was actually the aftermath of a wildfire in the Hollywood Hills. Corman heard about the story and quickly brought his team over to shoot the footage. That's kind of a weird thing to do, I'm not gonna lie, but I digress. I think you guys all recognized who's starring. Mr. Usher is played by Vincent Price, and man does he do a good job. He's a great actor, and his performance in this movie just further proves my point. He really captured that figure of a very mad, severely disturbed and tormented person. He was quite expressive in that way. Also, for the time, Mark Damon as Phillips was pretty good too. His acting left an impression on me, probably also because he played one of the only likable Roger Corman movie characters that I've seen yet. There are some occasionally silly moments here and there, but overall I'd say that House of Usher holds up solidly today. I wouldn't call it outdated, it's a classic horror movie. There's supposed to be an upcoming 8-part Netflix series, which will be coming out during the fall of this year. We'll have to see how this pans out, but for now, watch the 1960 version. I recommend it.